Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air, it's Orgy. Defense is coming after him. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Hands off to the left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And he's got it. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 8.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Pressure is coming. And he's got his man open downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try to run behind the big left tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Wolverines trying to cash in here in the red zone. Direct snap to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Going after it, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. To throw, it's Manning. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, handoff. Hard running through a tackle. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Extra point try coming now.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Scanning the field. It's Orgy. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And they get him down after the completion. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the 45. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Dropping back, it's Orgy. Pass caught, can he get in? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense brings him down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Physical running, fights off the defender. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run produces a decent gain. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. As a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Let's see, fly to the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Catch made on the out route. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score Texas 21, Michigan 14.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown in the play. This one could go either way.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
They go with a direct snap. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Orgy. Here's the throw deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage and a bad decision to bring it out. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick grab. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's past the 30. QB breaking away. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff heading left. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's a run. Running back's got it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass caught inside the 15. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's good. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's at the 50. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Orji. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical run.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Looking to pass, it's Madden. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. The defense showing blitz here. And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind.
Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. He'll hand it off.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the handoff, running behind the big right tackle. Big spin on the run. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And bouncing it outside, it's Blue. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. They'll try the option play here. Touchdown, Texas. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
52, Michigan, 28.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That run moves the ball to the 16.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to pass, it's Orgy. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 52, Michigan 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Defense showing blitz here. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Gain 2. Third down coming.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. The attempt is no good. And this remains a 3-score game at 24-point margin.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Michigan, 28.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Almost another interception. Can you believe it? It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack makes it 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and the quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the try for two. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a quick grab. And he gets in for the two-point conversion. This is now a three-score game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Finds his man. It's Klein. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Hand off to the right side. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
What if they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? And he'll get into the end zone for 2 points. Now it's a 15-point game. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Pulls it in. It's Bond.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
University 24.
It's second down after that completion. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Heading left after the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. There's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Texas. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's fourth down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Michigan 44.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Orgy. Powers through. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. There's contact on the throw. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Texas 73, Michigan 44.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how...